All right. I think we're alive now. Yes. So before we start, I want to introduce both of my guests today. This is kind of weird, you know.
It's the first time you're doing it live.
Yeah, it's the first time doing it live, and
Okay.
don't want to embarrass myself, but yeah, that's probably gonna happen. But whatever. Anyways, first I want to introduce Gingy. Um, Gingy, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Just been
Yeah,
doing great. Real tired though.
I know the feeling, man. And second of all, it's mgoldie. It's the berserker god, deflect god, whatever you want to call him. What's up, Goldie?
That's me. That's me. What's up,
Yeah.
dude?
How's Norway?
Norway is it's surprisingly hot here.
Are you kidding?
No, it's probably the hottest summer in like
Oh, really?
many years.
Oh, yeah.
Several.
Oh, yeah. It's the same. It's
Several
the same
years,
in
yeah.
Germany, and actually
Yeah.
in Bosnia when I was on vacation, we had like minus temperatures or something like that. So it's kind of weird, you know. which should be the opposite, you know. But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, today's topic is going to be For Honor from day one until now. So what kind of changes we had? Yeah, we got some people already on the chat. Oh my god. I got the Nightbot going on. Hang on, guys. Let me fix that shit first. All right, did it. I'm sorry about that. I told you, as soon as I go live, something bad is happening. So yeah. Yes, so today's topic is going to be For Honor from day one until now. Well, with all the bad publicity and all the hate this game has received, it's kind of hard to imagine that we made it this far, you know. And I think Illustruth put it very good in his video, and he said, but we did it because of the community and how the developers treated this game, and they haven't given up. And of course, also because of the content creators. So yeah. You guys want to say anything about that? I heard you.
Yeah, it's definitely the community and developers that has made the game survive for this long.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's usually it's like a collaborative effort. The content creators will make the video, and then people watch those videos. Then they'll get more into the game, whether that be like a review on the game or just some funny moments or anything like that. So all the content really works just in general. And then the devs, it's obviously their idea. It's their game. They have to update it. So they update. We make videos on it. People watch it. People then play the game, and it's just this big collaborative effort about it. That's what I think about it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I remember season one when it actually started. So we're gonna start with season one, of course. I remember people started talking shit. But as soon as the game started, people started talking shit about how bad the servers are. And I mean, the servers, we didn't have servers. We had peer-to-peer connections. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, people were frustrated. I was frustrated as well. You want to play some the minion and shit like that, or you want to have a nice duel, but suddenly you get that like reconnecting or starting this session or whatever, migrating to somebody else. And yeah, I get it. But soon as that shit started, like a month later, we had that For Honor is dead. Yeah, I mean, you guys remember, right? For Honor is dead.
Yeah.
All those videos
Yeah.
coming out.
Huge meme.
Yeah, huge
Those
meme.
videos were definitely
It was bad. It was real
yeah,
bad.
it was really bad.
Yeah, it didn't help that like the connection issue was obviously a big problem, and then it didn't help that that some of the roster of the characters were a little bit unbalanced at the time. But I kind of looked past that because like it's the beginning of the game, they didn't know how this was going to go, so stuff like that. But like I can remember very prominently like PK season one, everyone hated her. It was basically any character that knew how to light spam at season one was the top character, at least that I can remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Warlord was pretty fucking OP back then, and Warden as well with his vortex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah,
No.
what?
Oh no, I was just thinking like no one could escape like Warden's vortex in the beginning.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
everyone called nerfs for it.
You
It was bad.
You can't imagine how many fucking times I rage quit it, and how I mean, no disrespect or no hate towards the guy, but I hated Mega for putting up Warden's videos, you know, because I hated that character so much. I hated that character so much, you know. Like, no disrespect, I love Mega. He's a great content creator, but the thing is, like, when you played against Warden, I was getting so salty. I rage quitted 100 times at the beginning of the game, you know, especially against those Wardens. But yeah.
Because you didn't feel like you could do anything about it.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
like standing there taking damage all the time.
And let's be honest, I was fucking shit at the game. I'm still not the best, you know. But
yeah, I think we all were a bit shit back then.
Yeah.
I watched one of my old videos, like one of the first videos ever on For Honor, like my first duel.
Bro, I have like some old gameplay that I'm never gonna use anymore just because I have it. And even like my past videos, I just look at the background gameplay. There's times like Raiders throw in top heavies and I can't parry them, and that was like day 2 of the game, and I'm frustrated at myself.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna post that video while you know on this podcast. Well, I mean on the recording on itself, and then when I upload the video, so yeah, people can actually see that one because it's so cringy when you watch it. It's it's not even funny, you know. But yeah, anything else on season 1 that I didn't mention? I mean, do you guys have anything? I mean,
that's so long ago. I don't remember anything.
yeah, it's just a bunch of light. Not a too good roster in terms of balance wise. The connection issues was the main part. That was basically season 1 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. For Honor is dead and peer-to-peer problems. That's it, yeah. Then season 2 came out. I mean, do I have to say anything?
Centurion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I mean, how many people fucking rage quitted while playing against Centurion? And all that fucking crying, I mean, all the fucking crying on Reddit and other platforms, you know, so it's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, from what I remember, that was probably like the worst season, maybe.
I can't, dude. I had so much trouble against Centurion back in season 2. It was just, he had so much, and I didn't know what to do. It was bad.
A break from a normal parry as well.
Dude,
so if there was a wall there, you would be just
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the soft feinting he had, and like heavy soft feint and the guard break. Like that was so bad for me. I couldn't guess it.
Yeah, the worst thing for me when I fought out Centurion for the first time was actually the you know, that charged heavy attack, but not the unblockable, the charged one where he leaps in front of you, you know, and tries to stab you so he can get so he can keep you, you know, in a place and then knock you down.
Even now, I still have issues with that move, only because since I play Glad, his reflex guard is like super short, and the charged heavy is so slow that I have to redo my guard again, or I'll get hit by it, which is the only issue I have with that move.
That's why I don't play assassins, man. Like I can't deal with the reflex guard, not at all. Well, we also had Shinobi.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I never liked Shinobi. I still don't like him.
I fucking hate that character, man. Especially when he got released. But even until today, I fucking hate that character, man. Like
I remember season 2, his kick was super safe. I mean, it still kind of is, but it was really bad. There's always like a few groups of people when they play Shinobi. There's in 4v4s when they're off screen throwing heavies at you, or up in your face doing light spam. There's a few Shinobi players I've faced where they don't do any of that, and they actually use some decent mix-ups, which is very shocking for me to find ever.
Oh, I've never seen anybody play Shinobi and mixing up shit, you know. They were just rolling in, doing the kick, and then they roll away, and that's it. And I'm 90% of the fucking match I was chasing them, you know, so it's not fun at all playing against them.
The thing is, he's maybe not like a very good character, he's just very annoying and safe.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, when people say he's OP, I don't agree with that. You know, I think he's very safe. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Even though he does have like the ranged ability, I'm glad that they gave him a very small amount of health to balance that.
Yeah.
I just never liked his style and what it kind of promotes in a way of if I'm fighting a Shinobi, he's low on health. he'll just completely come out of guard stance and then like anime run away from me, and then it's like, I can't chase you.
Yeah.
So that's just the only issue I have with him.
Oh, I have a lot of issues with Shinobi, but whatever. That's a totally different topic. But yeah, I mean, you face a lot of players that are playing toxic. Like, I mean, come on, we can stray a bit from the topic. I mean, you've probably seen a couple of my videos, about toxic people, so salt, and I get accused of farming salt and shit. I was just playing, like, just before I started this podcast, I was playing against a Valkyrie. And it was the most toxic fight I fucking had in... It's not going to be a video, don't worry, But it was just so fucking toxic. The guy wasn't doing shit. He was just waiting for me to do shit. And then he goes into that stance, where he was waiting for that... You know what I mean. I don't know what the name is of that move. And he was just doing sweep attacks all the time. Couldn't do fucking shit, honestly. He beat me. But I was so fucking salty.
Yeah, that also brings up like another thing. Season 2 tried, but I didn't think it didn't happen until like Season 3. But like it was more For Honor in the beginning was more of a you got more benefit from playing defense because of how good parries were, because you could just get a free guard break off of any of them, and that would just net heavies and all that stuff. So it would always be a very defensive type of game. So if you attacked, you would actually be getting less of an advantage on it. So they obviously tried to make the characters that broke turtles. Scent was kind of a good option, maybe a little bit too much.
Oh yeah,
Glide helped as well. But I think what definitely helped though was the parry changes. That was the biggest thing for that.
Yeah, I love the parry changes.
I think it's amazing.
Honestly, yeah. We were going to discuss about it, but let's talk about it. Fuck it. The parry changes. I was one of the guys that was against them to begin with. I said I don't know how I feel about these changes. Didn't really like them. Maybe because I'm a Raider main and I'm kind of biased. Because Raiders suffering because of that. And of course Shigoki is. He's suffering as well.
Oh, yeah.
Centurion is suffering as well. But actually, I think the game is much more fun now.
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely going to happen. Characters were going to be affected negatively from these changes, but I feel that it was definitely necessary so that people wouldn't just sit and turtle and then wait for parries to come. So I'm glad that they changed that. I didn't like it in the beginning only because I had to change up my whole mindset, because I'm pretty sure most people did. Whenever they got a parry, they would try to guard break. But now it's like second nature and it's completely fine now.
I mean, you can try it. Some people still
sometimes it works. Sometimes it does work.
Yeah. Sometimes it still works, but all right, let's we're still in season 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in season 2 they also announced statistics, that like 1.2 million players were still playing the game. So yeah, that was a big fuck you, for all these bandwagon.
There was there was that Polygon. I think it was a Polygon review where it was like 95%. It said 95% of the player base was dead, but they never specified that it was Steam, because console was fine. At least for like on Xbox for me, it was completely fine. Nothing changed. So they definitely didn't specify that, and I felt like that ruined it a little bit because I still hate them from that.
For the game.
I mean, really bad. I mean, we're talking about Polygon, and same shit as Kotaku, if you ask me. Like bunch of SJW. Well, yeah. Anyways, yeah, but then we got, was it season 2 or? No, we got the season 2. We got the we got the private test realm for ranked mode, and then in season 3 we got the ranked mode, right? That was back in season 3.
I think that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. That was some toxic shit, honestly.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I think at the time though, the test was on PC only, so I didn't get to play like the little beta for it. But ranked was nice. I enjoyed it. The beginning was cool because then because like for the duel tournament at least, there was like 32 people in it. Those 8 pools, it was a lot of people. I thought it was really well done. And then after like, I think that season, just no one plays ranked anymore. I can't find a game on Dominion ranked anymore. And duel tournament takes like 5 minutes. It was bad. I wish that they would give more incentive other than just ornaments. I always
Oh.
go back to the same thing. If they need to give more incentive to anything, just add an execution.
Well, those 8 pools that you said, like I only got that once, even in season 3.
Mhm.
That's when I got it. Um,
Yeah.
it's like I didn't really enjoy it because you have to spend like 1 hour or something like that just to do one tournament or something like that. So I
Mhm.
didn't really enjoy it, So I don't know.
Yeah, especially on PC, just a bunch of turtles in a dual tournament.
Oh
at
yeah.
least
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
up to a while.
That was really bad, man. Like a
It
lot of
was.
people abusing shit. And I remember. I'm sorry, Genji.
That's so good.
I remember playing against Ellernekin. Was that his name? The guy that
Yeah.
won the $10,000
Yeah.
tournament. I was
Mhm.
actually playing against him in a ranked mode, in a duel. And the first, he was of course Nabushi, and I was Raider. So yeah, we started playing the first round. I beat him easily because parrying those light attacks from Nabushi is like, yeah, fuck that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so easy. And then he started using that bug that he used in the tournament.
Oh my god, unlock tech. Holy fuck.
Oh, well, I don't have anything against unlock text. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that shit was bugged back then.
Yeah.
Like you could
the
just move
unparable
away.
thing.
Yeah. The imparable, you couldn't even block it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I
No,
was-
I'm glad that like no one on console used it though. And if they did, I barely saw anybody use it. So it was very good for me because I barely ran into that, thankfully.
I remember,
I didn't
man.
like it.
I could have fucking smashed my PC to pieces. How much that shit pissed me off so much. And then I met him again in the final, of that tournament. And of course he did that shit again, and he completely fucking destroyed me with it. He destroyed me. It's not like I'm that good, that I can play against Salonekin, but it's just that was frustrating.
The thing was that there wasn't that many players using it, but because of the tournament, there was just so many people talking about the unlock tech and how bad it was for the game. I didn't see that many players use it, at least at the level that Alerna can use it. But that was like really bad for the competitive side.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people knew about it, so that's why they didn't use it.
Yeah.
At least the normal people. I think competitive players knew about it, and all of them were using just zone attacks.
Yeah.
Zone attack after zone attack. That was a tournament basically. Then unlock tech, Raider with his charge and shit like that. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
I like the whip tech that the unlock tech gave. It was just you look to the side and then whip and attack to the side, and it can go into other mix-ups. That's what I liked about the unlocking. But when normal attacks got unparryable, that was just really bad. So they removed the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I just want guys. Yeah, I'm reading chat. If Goldie and Gingy are okay with it, you guys can ask them some questions later on if you want to ask them.
Yeah, of course.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So, but let's just get through this shit first. I don't want to make it like a 2-hour video or something like that, like last time. Anyways, yeah, season 3, Highlander Gladiator. I still hate Gladiator until this day. So, Gingy,
Loved it. Gladiator's amazing. I will admit, his zone's like too much. I'll definitely admit that. I hate using his zone. Whenever I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like anytime where you use a character and use some type of move and you just feel guilty about it. It's just I feel that every time I play with Gladiator Zone because it's so good, but it's just broken because it's too safe. And then even because then you get the confirmed hit if you hit them first, but then if you miss, you could feint it, so it's like nothing ever happened. But I like that he was definitely trying to go against the turtle meta. He had the skewer to open up people that wanted to full block, toe stab as well, that worked as well.
God,
Or he could just punch him in the face with that buckler punch. Either way, he had multiple options to open people up. So I was okay with it for a bit.
I hate everything about that character, man. It's like unblockable after unblockable. I mean, you said it. The zone attack is just way too OP, man. It's way too safe.
I remember reading the moveset that got leaked beforehand, and I looked at all these unblockables, and I was like, why? There's like 6 of them per character. So why is there so many unblockables? There's a lot.
I think every character should be like that. I think he is the character that's good for this type of game, but his zone is actually the only thing I have a problem with.
Mhm.
Well, just imagine how Dominion would look if everybody had the same as Gladiator. You know, you would
Yeah.
just see unblockables of one after another. It's gonna be a clusterfuck, man. I swear.
Yeah. I mean, like I always talk about this because everyone always mentions to me, like when I'm streaming about Gladiator, and I go like, I think he's balanced in a certain way. The zone's overpowered. We're not going to talk about that. But like he's got decent damage on his heavies, and he's got like side lights, stuff like that. And then even if and on top of that, while it's good damage, he also has like he gets punished too if he his side heavy or his forwards light. I'm losing my mind. The side light and the forward light, if he dashes for those and it gets blocked, it's a free guard break.
Yeah.
So like he does, it's making him balanced, which is great. Yeah.
Well,
he's got the like dodge punch as well though.
Yeah.
So everyone can just use that instead of the attack, so it won't get punished.
Well, yeah.
One thing the parry change did screw up though is his parry punish, which I have never touched in my life. I don't like that move. After like after he does a parry, if you follow up with a guard break immediately after a parry, he'll like punch him in the stomach, and then you can follow up with a heavy afterwards. It's not confirmed, but it does stamina damage. I just don't think it's worth it. It's better just to continue with your attack, especially with the parry changes. How like a heavy attack will get you a zone. That's fine with me. That's enough stamina damage.
I forgot about that, but I'm glad they removed it. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, you also get the dodge attack.
Yeah.
When you parry heavy.
Yeah,
20 damage, I think.
Yeah, and then I just use. It all depends on the situation. Where if I'm low on stamina, I'll just do like the dash forward heavy or dash forward light. But if I'm in fours and I have the haymaker feed on, since the buckler hit counts as an extra damage, I'll just start whipping that then.
Pixel just said, Joe tells Gingy I get bragging rights for beating him twice.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. He uses scent.
Oh, okay.
I don't talk about it. I'll talk about it.
And you were playing probably Gladiator, right?
Gladiator. Yep.
Yeah.
Other than Gladiator, we then Highlander, and I think I didn't like Highlander in the beginning because he was one of the few characters where like his heavies were too slow to parry.
Yeah, you were waiting for 30 minutes,
Yeah, and then I was like, when do I swing? And it was so long. But I think he's pretty garbage though. He's not like bad, but he's not good either.
Nowadays?
In the beginning though, he's pretty good in the beginning though.
You mean Highlander?
Yeah, like day one, because no one knew how to. Because obviously, when a new character releases, like first couple of days, no one knows how to fight them at all. So that automatically like shoots them up really high. After a couple weeks, at least for me, I don't have trouble fighting Highlanders that often.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, nowadays I think he's pretty good. He's in a pretty good spot,
Mm.
Yeah, now he's pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, you should tell that to Talon, Gingy. I think he's gonna disagree.
Yeah, he'll definitely disagree with me.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go through this really quick. Season 4, we got Shaman, and Aramusha.
Aramusha was, for my opinion, I think Aramusha, both these characters bothered me. Aramusha had that weird bug against like assassin characters where you would block his light and like it would say that you would, but like it would just go through it and he would just keep light spamming you, and I couldn't block anything. So I had a problem with that. He's fine now. Like I don't know, personally to me, I can fight Aramusha just fine. I still can't fight Shaman.
Oh yeah, Shaman is.
She's way too much for me.
Yeah, the mix-ups. Yes, I mean, and then the fucking bleed attack, and then what she leaps into and bites you is no, some people can like. Is that a thing, or is that just my imagination that they can actually like somehow feint that leaping attack or something like that, or is that you can feint it and then go again. So one of the tactics I always used is when they're bleeding, I would try to go for the pounce and feint so that because they would notice it and then they would dodge, and then I just dive at them again, and then they couldn't dodge out of it. It was really bad. Yeah, because even when I play my Raider, that thing fucking gets me, because he feints that shit. A good shaman is gonna feint that shit and then goes after me. It's like every time.
it's scary because like that move does a lot. Not only does it heal her up to like full stamina and then like a decent amount of health, you're also taking lots of health from you. So that's a very scary move.
Oh yeah, it does a lot of damage as well. Fuck, you know.
Mhm.
Aramusha still fucking think shit. We got tribute as well in that season. You know, does anyone ever play
Yeah.
tribute and elimination?
I
You know,
try. I tried it. I try
I
every
did
day to play
sometimes, yeah.
tribute. I try every day to play tribute. I can't find games. I think tribute's a fun mode.
Yeah, I do
Just
as well.
because I think it's the offerings and like the fact that there's different buffs that you could have and stuff like that. I try to find tribute games when I can. It just never works though.
I
yeah,
feel like the community asks for different stuff like tribute, dual rank tournament, but then no one plays it.
yeah,
That's my issue is that, and that's what I was thinking about too. I feel like I hope that doesn't happen with Breach because everybody asks for Breach mode, and then
Yeah.
I hope people actually play it for more than 2 weeks.
I was actually asking for a ranked mode. You know, just because um, you would see a lot of people talking about, oh yeah, this guy's the best, this guy's the best. Come on, just go and
Yeah.
make a ranked mode, and then let's see who actually is pretty good and who's not. You know, I know I would be
Yeah.
fucking bottom tier list or something like that. You know, so
Mm.
but. No, the thing is, but nobody fucking plays ranked anymore. So I'm kind of sad about that. But what really bothers me is that nobody's playing elimination because I love that mode.
Elimination's
Yeah.
great. It's the duel and brawl if you don't want to put all the focus on you or a teammate and you want to have a full team. It's great. That's why I like elimination. Just no one plays it still. Skirmish,
Yeah.
that's been a dead mode since I feel like the start of this game.
Yeah, I think that's been dead since the release.
Yeah, no one's played skirmish. It's a good idea. It's basically like it's just Dominion without the points, but like no one plays
Yeah.
it anymore.
I didn't like skirmish. I never liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elimination, I loved it. Just like you said, you know, your whole team dies and then they round up, you know, fight them all one on one. It's like the last man standing or something like that. I love that shit, man. When that happens, you know, and then you get to beat them all, you know, in a 1v1. Best feeling ever.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That's why I like elimination. Just don't have too many of those moments anymore.
So, yeah.
I think when they added elimination and skirmish together as one like playlist or whatever, they hurt elimination a bit because when you want to play elimination, you might get into a skirmish game.
Yeah, there was that ability where like if you like X dot or if you like click the heart button on it, then there'd be more of a chance that you would play that mode. That didn't really help as much because I would still get into skirmish games and trying to play
Yeah.
elimination. Well, like I'm glad that they separated it, but I understood why they didn't want to, because the more separate modes they make, the more the player base is more split. So that means even less people playing tribute because they're playing these other modes. That's probably why they bring it back, but like it still didn't work.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the last part. I mean, season 5 and 6 and potentially 7. Okay, let's leave 7 for the last part.
Yeah.
This is the fun part, you know. This is going to be Goldie's expertise, you know. Berserker, Conqueror, and Kensei got the rework, dedicated servers, and then we got the parry changes and so on. I mean, that was probably the best season ever, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Season 5, when we got the
I like-
reworks and when we got the dedicated servers.
I wasn't even like really big on I wasn't really big on the reworks except Kensei's. I was just happy about the Tester Metal event. That was my favorite. That was the best thing ever.
Oh yeah,
they
Testament
need to
that
bring-
was so much fun.
They need to bring that event back like now.
Oh, really? Because I couldn't play season 4 and season 5 was probably the seasons that I played the least, because I was just like moving to the Czech Republic, and then I think I was moving moving to Germany, you know, for my new workplace, and so yeah, I got kind of fucked, you know, with that.
Yeah, but I enjoyed Tester Metal a lot. It was nice fighting the bosses. A lot of people were talking to me in the comments, and they were like, "Can you get or like we should get their armor if we fight them?" And it's like, that's cool, but then they would need to have it for every character, because then Apollyon's a warden technically, so then warden
Yeah.
can get her armor, and then Warlord can get Stingars from the I keep butchering his name from the Viking, and then like all the other characters, but like. You didn't play every character in the campaign, so you can't get all the armor, which sucks. And then what about the DLC characters, which I'm still waiting for some type of origin story or something for these DLC characters. I want to play a campaign mission with these DLC characters.
You mean the
Oh, yeah,
Woolen?
it's with the campaign.
And even that, just like even like Gladiator, Highlander, I just want like one small mission to how they even came about into this game. That's all I want.
I actually never played the story mode, to be honest.
Yeah, story mode was fun.
I never played it. You know, I'm that kind of guy, you know, that gets a game, you know, and sees, oh, there's multiplayer, and I fucking click on it, and that's it, you know, and I'm done.
Yeah, they basically had you go through like all the factions and stuff like that, but they didn't let you play every character. You played Warden predominantly through the Knights campaign. I know you played Lawbringer for one, PK for another. They didn't let you play Conk. I don't know why. They let you play Warden for like 2 missions. So there was like one character each that you didn't play as throughout the campaign, and that's what I didn't like. You didn't get to play as Conk. I don't think you played as. I can't think. Oh yeah, they didn't let you play as Berserker in the Viking campaign. And then in the Samurai, I think it was Nobushi or Shugoki. I think it was both.
Well, they should definitely go for the single player campaigns and stuff like that, because there's people like you know, who enjoy single player. You know, I enjoy single player as well, you know, but For Honor, for me, is basically mainly a multiplayer game, you know. So I was just hyped for the multiplayer kind of thing, and I was waiting so long for a game like For Honor, and when it finally came out, I was just so hyped. And since then, I fell in love with this game, and I'm here for like I don't know.
Also,
for how long,
are we?
I think we all fell in love with the game, and
Yeah, are we answering questions in the chat? Like, could we answer them at any point, or are we saving that for later?
Just go ahead and answer them.
All right, because I saw one, and it was from Venom, and it says, don't you think For Honor would be amazing if it had a battle royale mode? And no, it won't. It's too. First off, battle royale is way too oversaturated, and I think Fortnite will keep that, and I think it's fine at that. I mean, like we just. How about we compromise? We just make a free-for-all mode, 8-man free-for-all or something. That'd be fine.
Yeah, I think free-for-all has been.
But how would you win? Yeah, go ahead.
Won it for a long time, actually.
Yeah, but how would you manage something like that?
That's
like
true.
1v1 or something.
Yeah, just like 8 people on different teams or something like that. I don't know how they would do that. Probably just use neutral colors if we're worried about that. And then it'd probably be like first to 20, however many kills you want to add. That'd probably be it. I mean, I'd be okay with it. I've always wanted that.
You know, when I see For Honor, I see all the potential, you know, the game has. And one thing that really is like, one thing that I'm really hoping for is, well, they're not going to go that way with For Honor, but maybe For Honor 2 or something like that, because they got the mechanics, they got the data, and maybe in For Honor 2 they're going to make it like a open world kind of game, you know, or something like that.
Yeah. That's why I like.
That's my deepest.
That's why I'm big on
wish
sequels.
right now. What?
No, that's why I'm just big on sequels. Because like the devs of For Honor, if they ever happen to make a second game, they understand the problems that they did in the first game, and that's already situated in the second one. So then they have like a small other set of problems, and then they can even like do bigger things with that, which is why I love that.
Yeah. There we go. We got another question with that. Pixel, you want to answer that one?
What would you think if we had a money match where people could bet on duels and stand and sit and stand spectate? Somebody had this idea on Reddit. I saw this. It was a Coliseum, and it's elimination, but it's in a Coliseum kind of setting, or it could even count as the arena maps that we have now. 3 players sit outside the arena and just sit there and just kind of like spectate, emote spam, whatever the hell they want to do. And then one of the players from that team fights in the arena, and they could like it's cool. It's an idea, but then what Pixel's talking about is wager matches then, to where we can even develop on the Coliseum thing. Those 3 players could then, even if they're not on the same team, it could be like, I think it's what it's called, like King of the Hill from Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah.
Where if 2 people fight and then the winner stays at the top, and then he just keeps cycling through the whole list until he loses, and that person's the top. You can just start betting wagers on that. Win some easy steal.
You're reading my mind, man. Like I was thinking about that shit for like since the game came out, you know. And that's why I love elimination. It's similar to that, you know. When you're the last one standing, you know. When people take turns and fight you, so that's what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I would love that. What are you?
I just don't want like too many modes, because then it's going to be there's just going to be less people playing the other modes. which is why they'd probably just make those event modes like Dance of Death, Carousel, just make them for only limited time, which is completely fine with me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Because I understand why they do that. As much as so many people want Carousel and Dance of Death to be permanent, like me, I'd love Carousel. I think Dance of Death is cool, but with 4 people, it's even better. As much as I want that to be a full mode, it needs to stay in the event, because then too many people are going to play that and then not the other modes. And then
Probably,
skirmish
yeah.
is going to be even more dead. Elimination's still going to be dead. And then even other modes might follow as well.
I
I
totally
think
forgot.
that was recently an event and no one played it.
Mhm.
Like last week or something.
Oh, yeah.
That was the event thing and no one played it.
I think
Yeah,
I think it's still on, right? Because I got For Honor in the background. Let me check that out.
it could possibly
Oh
be on.
no, it's not a thing anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play the I did like this Dance of Death that just came out. I didn't play that because I played it once. I played it a couple times. So it was like, it's all right. It's up. It's whatever.
Well, I was moving. I was actually moving to Germany. I was actually moving to Germany from the Czech Republic when you had that Dance of Death thing. You know, so I wasn't able to play it.
Mm.
So yeah,
When was that the winter map when you can like ledge people into the water and stuff? When was that?
That was the winter event, which was around like December-ish. That was toward the end of the year. I can't even think about what season that was.
Oh yeah, that was actually fun.
I feel like that
a lot of
was
fun.
actually, I have the video. I remember I reported on this a long time ago. I don't remember when this came out though. Ice Ballers was fun. It not only did it like make you think about like the people you're fighting, but where you're sitting as well. I mean, obviously, like if you played like Shugoki or Warlord, you didn't care. You just threw people off the map.
Yeah.
But oh, and I have the tag for it. It was season 4 is when this
Okay.
came out.
Season 4.
Yeah, it's around the leak for it, at least for the new map, which was
Oh,
it was
yeah,
called
yeah.
Gransgard, was around season 4.
Oh yeah, you're
Damn.
right.
Yeah,
I feel
they
like
need
that
to-
was just like a ledge game mode. It was
Yeah.
so much fun. I feel like some players were like toxic in the game mode, but I don't know why they played it. If they were going to be toxic,
Mhm.
they knew that they were going to be ledge if they played the game mode, and that's why it was so much fun. Just who can ledge who.
Yeah, you
it's
had to pick.
who
You had to
can
pick
get-
Raider.
Yeah, you picked Raider, you picked Warlord, Shugoki with his baseball bat uppercut swing if you wanted that. Shaman was also a good pick with her
Yeah.
guard break range, and then you can even follow that up if you didn't get it, you could do the headbutt afterwards to give him more range. So like those were like the only people being picked.
I
Those
hated playing
modes.
against Shugoki back then. You know, when that map was still
Mhm.
on, because I was playing my
Yeah.
Raider and tried to ledge people, and then there's a Shugoki on the other side. Fuck that hyper armor.
There was a bug with that map though, and I didn't like that, and they
Yeah.
never patched it. Where toward one of I think it was like the left or right side of the map, I don't remember. There was like one kind of dock area that was made out of like wood that if you could sit on the post and the ice wouldn't crumble on you. Like it would crumble underneath you, but you wouldn't fall through. You just sit on the post, and people would just sit there all game after people found that out. I didn't like that. That ruined the mode.
Yeah, some matches were just like who could get the
Who could sit on the dock
who could
first?
get there.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
there's another question from Elias, and he's asking you, Gingy. He's like, "What are your thoughts about Breach? Most amazing mode or just meh?"
So I played a little Breach. I didn't get the test, but a subscriber of mine gave me the login info. Huge praise to that guy. He's played PS4 now, so he gave it to me. Super lucky about that. I played Breach for a bit. I love Breach. Great mode. It's tactical. You need to work with your team because you can't just go around and killing people, and because there's obviously the tickets that will drain the attacker's team if you kill them more. You can't just strictly focus on them because you have to follow the battering ram. Then there's a torch that you can put down on your ram to either shield it or on your gate to shield it. So you have to follow that. You have to make sure that your towers are okay, because then as soon as the attackers take over the towers with the archers, you can't get them back anymore. So you have to have like people on certain specific positions. And if For Honor ever happens to do some tournament stuff, that is the mode that they should be playing for Force. I think Breach is perfect.
I didn't get to play the test.
Yeah, and I can talk about it because I signed an NDA.
Oh,
I can't.
yeah.
I can't. I mean, like technically, I'm an NDA technically. But like, I can't start like saying everything about this test and plus, I didn't check everything. But everything that I just mentioned, everybody knew about because there was that leaked gameplay. There was not leaked, but it was like gameplay from streams that went out like months ago. So everybody saw that. I just think it's great. It's definitely a strategic mode. It's very fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad I didn't get into the into the beta, but yeah, whatever. It's like, but Goldie, you can say at least one thing, about it. Did you like it? I mean,
yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
all right, well, that's enough. Got another question from Venom. Doggy, how would you feel if the factions had a special icon character that you could use, like Apollyon for knights, etc.? I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure what
It means
you mean
like
about.
probably like a leader, because the thing that I thought of that came to mind is when you're on the faction war map, there's those statues of every faction, and it's just like a warden and a warlord.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought of. I mean, that could work. I mean, I don't really care. No one cares about the faction war, which sucks.
Yeah.
I haven't cared. I just placed the war banner down at the volcano and just hold it there.
Yeah, I don't use the war banner.
I don't even place it.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget to. I just forget to place it.
What's up with that war banner anyways? And like when you press the left mouse button or something like that, then it makes like a sound like people are attacking or something like that. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
I still don't get it. What's the thing behind that? I mean, you're the statistics guy,
I don't know.
Gingy, so yeah.
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I'm glad that they like at least tried with Faction War, giving us those mills and the forges to give us like either extra loot, extra XP, or more troops and whatnot, which is a good start. But I think it's, like I say every time, the incentive is not there. Season 1 had the best ornaments, and the Vikings got it, and then it went downhill. We just got either the same ornament for every character, a faction-based one, which was okay, but not good enough. And not many people care about ornaments, so they need to start spicing it up. Maybe give us an execution or a mythic outfit specific to the winners or something. Because I don't care about the ornaments. One, because I already have the ornaments that I want for the characters that I play.
Yeah.
And they're just ornaments, and they're really not even that great anyway. So I'm expecting them to be not that great every season.
I got everything I wanted. Like I wanted a salt emote, and I got it a couple of seasons back. So I'm happy, man.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good mindset set to the ornaments. You expect nothing good, but then if you get something decent, you're like, yay, something decent ornaments.
Because then if you go into it not expecting anything, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, season 7 is around the corner, and I mean, were you guys excited for E3? I mean, and what did you think about the new characters and shit?
When I saw that stream, or like when I was watching E3, I watched that whole Ubisoft conference. Not only because I had to make the video on it, of course, but I was just extremely excited for the other games they had too. I saw Roman hop up. I was like, it's down to business. We fucking got this. And then showed the characters. I was not expecting a Chinese faction. I was really hoping for Persians.
Me neither, mate. Me neither.
It was really hoping for Persians. And then someone mentioned that they thought it was pirates, and not that I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't think that was gonna work, but I like the characters.
I understand why people thought it was pirates.
Yeah, it's like I didn't get it. I didn't get it either, man. It's like, what the fuck do pirates have to do with medieval warfare? It's like,
yeah, it wouldn't fit. Persians would have made sense. Persians definitely would have made sense because of the sand background, which threw me off the whole time I watched that trailer.
I mean, did you see my video on it? When I made it, like the clickbaity shit, that people are fucking talking shit about.
Everyone's coming up with theories, trying to somehow piece together some info, and that's not true.
But I think mine was the first video. That's why it blew up. I was kind of really surprised, it blew up that way. But the thing is, I was genuinely fucking excited about it. When I saw the little cutscene, and I was trying to analyze every little detail, and it really looked to me like it was like a desert map or something like that. And that I was mentioning like that window behind that guy, and I don't know if you guys remember that video, but I was mentioning the window behind that guy, the Tiandi guy, and it really looked like a Persian character to me or something like that, or like a
definitely. The sword and like his gauntlet definitely threw me off. I thought it was going to be a Persian. I was so excited for this, like, because first off, this came at the end of a trailer as a sneak peek. So I was automatically excited because like we're getting info. And then when they said that they were going to put this at E3, I was like, this is perfect. The amount of people that watch E3 that are looking for new stuff, this is the best time to release it. I was so happy. And they even mentioned, and I caught this, Roman said that during E3 there's going to be stuff for new people to enjoy that they'll like, and old people for us to enjoy, or for the veteran players that we will enjoy. And I caught it. The new players, and I mean, like, everybody was excited for the characters, but in those trailers, it was the breach mode when we saw the unblockable top heavy from Warden. I knew exactly what he meant by that. Because if you're a new player, you don't know that Warden has that. The veteran players and anyone that's even played Warden for like more than 2 minutes will know that that didn't happen. So that was also never even talked about. That was just thrown in there as a surprise. I was super excited about that.
I mean, yeah, Goldie can't say shit.
Yeah,
I didn't sign an NDA. You know, I can talk about it.
Even though I played it, I didn't play the reworked characters at all. I was more focused on the newer ones. So I don't know anything about these characters. I don't know if it's good or not. I can't say.
Okay, well, we got one question. Goldie, you answer this one. Do you guys think that Breach will substitute the minion as the top played mode?
Breach top play. Yeah, I think once people get used to what to do and all the tactics that go into the game mode, I think it would be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if you also get like your friends or pre-mates, that would be like one of the most competitive game modes. It's yeah. It's
also fun too, because then even if you think about it, like Dominion, it's just capture objectives and you kill people.
Yeah.
In Breach, there's like so many things you have to focus on, because then there could be one dude guarding the ram, and then maybe you and a teammate could swap off, and you'll be in the Arch Tower. Like it's usually different. Like it's probably going to be different every game, and then that'll keep people playing it more, which is awesome. So I like that.
Also, Crunch Life asked another question. You both can answer that one because I've got no clue. What type of new character would you guys add if you could? What moveset, fighting style, special moves would you have?
I'll get mine out of the way already. I've asked this for 2 seasons and I got it. I just wanted a guy with either unarmed fist or a bow staff, and I got Shaolin. I'm satisfied. I don't need a single character in this game anymore.
Okay, so you're done.
I played way too much Monk in Diablo, and that's why I liked it.
Goldie?
That was my only reason. I think Goldie said that he has no idea either.
All right.
Yeah,
I've got no idea, honestly.
Because you think about it a lot.
I mean, it's probably a guy. You know, I like the tanky guys or something like that. You know, I don't like assassins, so I would probably go for a guy with a mace or a warhammer. You know.
Yeah. Like everybody wants that too. A knight with a warhammer.
Yeah, but the mace, it should be like something totally new with a totally new moveset. It's not. It's not gonna be an unblockable or something like that. It's beyond unblockable. You can't parry it. You can't block it. You know, if it hits you, it hits you, and it does a ton of damage or something like that. But it's going to be really slow, like something like Highlander. You know, but I don't know. Or a warhammer. I would be satisfied with that.
From what I've kind of thought about, excusing the characters from the reworks, like those seasons. Every season we've got a new character. They've either been hybrid or assassin. So also not counting the Wulin faction, that's something totally different. So I feel like after this season or after the next season, like with these Wulin heroes, once we get back to our regular scheduling program of getting new heroes every season, they're probably going to be the heavier characters, because we haven't gotten a new Vanguard or heavy at all besides this new faction. So I feel like that's when we're going to start getting the bigger, tankier guys, and that's what I'm excited for.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see the big fat Nabushi guy, you know, from the Chinese faction.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's going to be OP for some reason. I don't know why. You know.
I know that according to what the devs have said, and I care a lot about what the devs say. It's like it's my job here. But I'm assuming they're going to be talking about the season 7 reworks in like a couple weeks, and then once season 7's over, they're going to transfer into the Zhang Jun and Nuxia, which is the assassin, and then the big heavy guy with Nobushi's spear, as I call it. So, because they're going to show gameplay for all of these characters. They said they would, but they're not. They didn't want to do it all at once. They were going to split it off. So they're definitely going to show us the gameplay, and I'm also very excited because Nuxia has hook blades, and the whole point of the hook blades is to hook her weapon around the opponent and throw it away. And they're definitely not going to have us do that in game. That would be really overpowered. I just want to know how they're going to incorporate that, because they can't give her hook blades and then not have her use that. So I'm very excited to see how that works. Probably.
Oh well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think about the Nuxia. Was it Nuxia?
Yeah, the
When did you-
assassin chick. Yeah.
When did you say they're gonna show some footage?
I mean, I'm speculating, but it makes sense because the devs mentioned that they're going to show it. It should be after season 7 because obviously
right.
leading up, we're leading up to season 7 now, and we're more focused on upcoming stuff than stuff from 3 months from now. So they're probably going to show us like the reworks that are coming next season, and then afterwards, after that's kind of died down, maybe a week after the season, they'll probably show us that stuff like the hook blades and Grandpa Nobushi, how any of that's going to work. I like this because Zhang Jun, the old guy, he has from the trailer at least, it looks like he has a side dodge heavy. I don't think a single heavy character has that. To my knowledge. I don't think they have that.
I mean, we saw him dancing around in the trailer.
That
right?
is true.
It was so fun.
Yeah, that looked like it was like a side dodge heavy, and I really hope that's what it is, because not a single heavy, from at least, of course, to my knowledge, I don't play the heavy characters, that they don't have any, which would be a really nice change.
Well, yeah. I'm actually what's that guy's name? The fat Nobushi guy?
His name is Zhang Jun. It's
fat Nobushi guy.
Fat Nobushi.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try. Fat Nobushi
it's
guy.
a weird name.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my main. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have the feeling, because I like the big fat guys. Goldie, what's yours going to be?
Yeah, he looks like a really fun character to play, and especially from what we've seen, he's like a big fat guy, but he can like jump around and stuff.
Yeah, he's like a ballerina.
Kind of agile too.
He could probably roll around or something like that, like
He might, maybe.
yeah,
I'll be intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
New Overwatch.
I'm very
characters.
intrigued, dude.
He could be like the hamster from Overwatch or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but well, everybody's talking about it, so
Yeah.
Alex asked the question, Doggy, what are you hoping, expecting for the Grandpa Nobushi? Well, we just answered that one. Extra Galactic said, could it be a feat how Nuxia uses the hook swords?
It could be a feat, but I don't think that she's gonna rip the weapon out of their hands, because then that takes away from the whole fight. That doesn't make sense. So it might be like a way that maybe she'll hook the weapon with her blades, throw it away, but not like they don't lose control, but they kind of like get staggered a bit, and then that could go into like some confirmed attack. That's what I'm thinking, because that's why I'm interested in her, only just for that, because I want to know how these work, because it's just been bothering me.
So yeah, I'm guessing the monk. By the way, Goldie, Rafe mentioned the NDA has been lifted. Well, it makes sense, because we had a lot of people already making videos about the new characters and shit.
Yeah, but they had a different NDA. The NDA isn't lifted before.
Oh,
like,
okay.
5 years.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So you mean about probably talking about Breach and stuff like that? Okay.
I know
I'm not gonna ask about it anymore. Sorry.
I know that I asked Eric Pope about this, and I said, could I use test footage from the technical test, even if the video is released after Marching Fire is available? Like, can I still use that as footage? And he goes, you can't use it, like, no matter what. It's just they're strictly to play. And they'll know what it is because of the watermarks on your screen that show up. So they'll know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like, they had a separate NDA, which makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna ask again because don't want to get anybody into trouble, So
yeah, we're not treading that territory.
Anyways, yeah. Any more questions? Maybe a stunning attack while their weapon is hooked, perhaps. Oh well. At Gingy, don't worry so much. Highlander can swing his sword one-handed. He can swing his sword one-handed. That's what he means. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, I think that should be it, right?
Yeah, I mean, before we straight off topic, which it's whatever. But I remember we were on season 5, like right at the we were talking about that. If we want to glance over that and then season 6 real quick, if that's up to you, doesn't matter to me.
Well, we were talking about season 5, and then we were talking about season 5 was reworked, Berserker, Conquer, Kensei. Then we get the dedicated servers. Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
I believe so. Yeah, dedicated servers are great. For the characters, though, I mean, Kensei's was nice. I still can't really fight against them. Zone attack, I can't block for my life. I don't like the fact that Conk gets 30 damage off of one input. That's his like full block uppercut, and I can't fight Berserker anymore. The light attacks are like too quick for me to
What about Conquer?
On console Berserker, I feel like Berserker is
console Berserker is way too strong.
And I've talked to like a lot of Berserker mains, and almost none of them like the rework because no one asks for like 400 MS hyper armored lights after a feint or anything. Well, that's for like unblockable, and that's about it.
That's one thing that I also mentioned in one of my previous videos when I was complaining about the parry changes. Which parry changes, I think they're pretty good right now. You know, I've changed my mind. But what I still don't like is that the new trend, you know, like giving everybody like 400 millisecond light attacks, you know. Like I was jokingly saying Shigoki is going to be the next one getting 400 millisecond light attacks and shit like that, you know. I mean, I get it what they're doing. They're pushing esports, right? You know. They're trying to make it more appealing, you know, to the general population and stuff like that. So I get it, you know.
But it's sometimes it gets just way too much. I can definitely say on console though, 400 MS like anything, which is mostly just lights, is just way too much.
I feel like more characters should be like Gladiator.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any super fast attacks except for his zone.
Yeah. That's my only issue with Berserker. I don't mind fighting them. I also just don't. I'm not a big fan of when Berserkers will do 4 feints just to throw a light at me. They'll do an entire combo and just keep the hyper armor going. Just throw one light at me.
Honestly,
but that's different. It's whatever.
Well, I'm not playing console. You know, I'm a PC player. You know, master race right here. Well, Goldie, aren't you playing on PC as well?
Yeah, I'm playing PC.
Yeah. Okay. The only console person here.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Pleb.
Yeah, but we can give both opinions now on both sides of what's good and what's not.
That's actually pretty good, yeah. But the only thing that I have problems with on PC even is Conqueror. I think he's pretty fucking OP, man. It's like, I don't know, man. His shield bash, if he gets you out of stamina and you're trying to regain, okay, he does that 50-50 shit, you know, he gets you to the ground and you kind of recover a bit of stamina, and then he shield bashes you again, and there goes your stamina again. It's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's way too OP if you ask me. That shit needs to go, you know.
Yeah. But I feel like they definitely needed reworks, because if they didn't get it, Kensei would be garbage still. Conk was still going to, you know, Konk's going to be at the bottom if he didn't get it. And then Berserker just went just a little bit higher, which I thought was nice. So they definitely did deserve it.
Oh, Berserker was fucking shit before the rework.
Yeah.
Man. It's like you could turtle up, you know. I mean, if you turtle up, well, what the fuck is he gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like Goldie's probably gonna say, "Oh, you could do something, right?" Goldie?
I don't know how you stuck with Berserker that long, just with how he played.
It was basically the deflects and feints that kept me playing him.
Style points.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've stuck with Raider since the beginning, since like the beta, closed alpha and stuff like that. So yeah, I was playing it since the beginning. You know, it's kind of hard, you know, especially some seasons. Well, season 6 is also shit, you know. So everything fucking stops you, man. It's like I'm gonna bitch about it until he actually gets hyper armor on his heavy attacks.
I can't fight Berserkers. Like I've said it because the lights, but I deflect a lot of my moves. And deflecting Berserker with Gladiator, since I just poke them, and since he has hyper armor, it doesn't affect him. I can't go through it. So I actually, like, it's bad if I deflect a Berserker, which is my issue.
Yeah.
That's just one of the bad things about him.
So. Yeah, but would you guys say that season 6 is the most balanced season so far? In terms of characters, I mean, and their playstyle, and I mean, so far, you know.
I mean, I guess so, yeah, because the reworks from last season or from season 5 and then till now are with PK and Orochi and like the other small changes like Highlander and Bushi and all that stuff. It's getting the cast closer and closer to being more balanced and kind of even. There's still a few characters that need about, and it's every time in my comment section because I ask what reworks does what do you guys want, like who do you think should get a rework?
Warden.
And I get the same answer: Valkyrie, Warden, Warlord, Sen, or Shugoki, and then the occasional Raider one too. It's all 6 of those.
Well, why don't we?
Warlord is not a bad character, to be honest.
Warlord is not bad.
Character.
No,
Yeah.
he's not bad. I think this rework fucking shit that started. I think some of the characters really deserve a rework. Like they did a great start with Berserker Kensei. PK, I don't know why. Maybe Tonga.
It could have been like a small change, like how Highlander and Nobushi last season got like small changes. I felt like she would have fit in that category and saved it for someone else.
Well, I don't see the rework, honestly. Like, what's been reworked on her?
Well, she could stack bleed, which I don't like.
Oh yeah, okay, well, but
that's one change.
That's like a
one
little
big
buff,
change.
Prioritize bad characters before reworking best
That
characters. Basically.
The heavy feint she has into bleed, the soft feint I think it is into bleed. I think it was always, I think it's always on the top now. So I think that was like a slight nerf. I think it's always in the top guard stance because you could just feint, you could soft feint that into any direction, which bothered me. So I'm glad they changed that.
It's just top now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still fucking annoying. Yeah, I get it. Which one was reworked as well? Orochi, yeah, Orochi.
Yeah, Orochi's was nice. He didn't get anything like opening wise, but it's better than what he had.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean,
he got faster, which bothers me because a console's so bad, dude. I can't, dude. I have a clip in one of my videos where an Orochi did 9 top lights in a row. He did the double light and then the third one afterwards 3 times, and I couldn't block them. And all I did was guard top. I went right through him, and I was so annoyed.
If you were playing Gladiator, I feel the pain.
Yeah, that's what was happening. I can't, dude. I don't like Orochi. I never liked him.
I never liked him as well. I fucking hated that character, especially now. Like you see, like I was playing a guy a couple of days ago, and he was complaining. I think it was one of my videos as well, and he was like complaining. I just fought like five Orochis in a row. I'm just glad it's not Orochi. And he was fighting a warlord, fighting me as a warlord. So he was glad seeing a warlord headbutt spamming, So yeah, that's how bad it is right now. It's just Orochi's all around.
Yeah,
but
once they started the fast attacks reworks, they had to give all the other characters fast attacks as well.
I didn't really like. I even mentioned it in my comment section because I'm starting to do like a question of the week now, but it has to like pertain to the video. And one of them was, since we're nearing the end of season 6, what was everybody's opinion on it? Which you guys can answer this too. But my opinion and majority of my comment section was reworks were nice, they were needed, but if you didn't play those 2 characters, didn't really matter. Kind of just another season. And the event in the beginning was cool, but I didn't really like it.
Well, for me, season 6 was probably, season 5 and season 6 was probably the best seasons ever so far. Season 6, of course, most balanced season ever, because 2 new reworks and stuff like that. I mean, I wish they would buff some of the characters, not rework them, like Centurion, getting back to his old self, if you ask me, Warlords as well, give him back his shit. Raider, give him hyper armor. Those are buffs. Those are not reworks, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. Shugoki.
Yeah, I feel the same actually.
Shugoki needs a rework, man. Like
he needs to be changed, and I want him to be changed because I want to pick him up and play him again. But I feel, not that I don't feel bad, but like he can't. If the person knows how to parry a light attack, you can't do anything. Then you're just gonna sit there for 5 minutes trying to heavy feint in a guard break, and hopefully one time he doesn't press the X button or whatever it happens to be. And it's so slow. And then he's got like a whole different style. He's promoting the defensive play and then trading, which is his whole style because of the hyper armor he has, which is why I'm not a big fan of what he's got. So if they changed him, that'd be great. I'd love to go back and play him.
Well, he has nothing. So
Yeah.
it's basically a staring contest or something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
I fall asleep fighting Shigoki. If it's a mirror match, you know.
Yeah.
Cancer.
His worst matchups are any characters that can do a light attack, and then the second one is confirmed afterwards, like Shaman, Orochi, and thinking of another one, Shinobi. Like those characters, because that will get rid of his hyper armor and hit him, so we can't trade with them. Which really sucks, because that's like what everybody plays. That's what I'm finding, at least.
All right. Yeah. I think we're through with everything. Unless nobody else has a question, I would wrap this up. You know, we went through all of it. Goldie, Gingy, if you have anything else you want to talk about, or you know.
No, I'm just
nothing special.
Just that For Honor literally like was trash, and now it's really good. It was pretty bad in the beginning, and I'm glad that they changed everything and listened to us and realized and stuff like that. Like we had that, which one thing I just remembered that we didn't bring up was that blackout that everyone kept talking about.
Blackout
in like season 2 or whatever. It was the 24-hour thing where we all. I didn't participate. I just wanted to play the game. But but the people that wanted to participate were like, we're not going to play for a full 24 hours until you fix as like a thing to like promote. I'm like, hey, you need to fix this game. And I think Battlefield did that and it worked. So I guess we thought it'd be good and it kind of worked. But then we wanted to do it.
Attention of the developers.
Yeah, but then somebody wanted to do it again. And then it got bad because then we wanted to do it a second time. But then there was the group of people. Oh, God, this was so bad. The second time there was the second blackout. And then there was a group of people that named it the whiteout, which were just actually playing the game to show support to the devs. So we had two groups of people fighting each other. And like, this is just stop this. This is so dumb.
I honestly didn't care about it. You know, it's like.
Yeah. I was just playing the game.
I didn't. Yeah, me as well, mate. Like, what the fuck was the blackout days? Like, I remember now that you mention it. I remember people talking about it, and Boost Phoenix probably covered it on his channel. So while I was watching it, so I felt it was so fucking stupid. It's like, what are you gonna accomplish with one day? You're gonna put so much pressure on the devs. They're gonna fix every fucking problem. You know, it takes time to fix shit. You know,
it does, and they're trying, and they definitely did try, and I'm glad that they are getting it. Like the reworks was definitely a big step, so I'm glad that they're fixing things that needed to be fixed.
Yeah, the fact that they listen to the community and the content creators is very good. That's helped the game a lot.
Oh,
even with the rotation with items ID, I think
the content purge. Oh God, I didn't like that from the start. The only game that I know that does that and it works is Warframe, but they have like an 8-month cycle of stuff, and I don't like that.
Okay, what is a content purge? I mean,
they were gonna take old items because there's a summer sale going on. Like if you go and look at some of the items, they're like discounted.
All right.
Those items that were discounted after the summer sale was over, we're gonna go into a rotation. So just for an example, any season 1 ornament item, any stuff like that is going to be taken out of the game for like a month. And then after the month is over, they'll come back into the game. But then the season 2 items will go into the vault, and then they'll just alternate. It's stuff like that. I honestly like, I asked a couple people about it, and it's like, it's just a cash grab. They wanted people to, they're like, oh God, this item is going to go away and I'm not gonna be able to get it. I need to buy this now, or I need to get a steel pack. They're trying to get people to buy stuff, and I didn't like that. That was not what they wanted to promote.
Yeah, I personally didn't mind it, to be honest, because I'm not really I don't have like issues with the content in the game, like what I should buy and stuff. I just buy what I think look cool, and that's not a lot of items. But
yeah, exactly.
A lot of people
there would be like there could be like a situation where if you're playing a new character and you see a mythic, let's say one of the knight characters, the Hellfire, the best mythic outfit that the knights have, that's what I think, gets taken out of the game, and then a new player doesn't know about it. They see one of the mythic outfits, they buy it, and like, oh, that's got to be the coolest one he's got. Month comes later, the Hellfire comes back, and it goes, well, shit, I just spent 15K on this one because I didn't know this one existed, and it's not there. What maybe they could have done is blacked it out, so it still be in the list, but it so that they know that the item is there, but it's vaulted, so that the item isn't just gone, so that it's not like it ever existed. Because I'd hate to be in that situation where you buy something that looks cool, and then a week later, something better that was in the vault that you didn't know about comes out, so you have to pay even more.
Oh yeah, well.
So it could have worked, but I'm kind of glad they reverted it back.
Well, it happened a couple of times. I wanted to buy some shit, but I wanted to get it. You know, it's like the Apollyon mask or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, I wanted to get it,
Yeah.
but I was late. You know, I went on a hiatus. You know, as yeah, because personal life and real life matter and shit, and yeah, I
Mhm.
just couldn't fucking get it. So yeah, shit like that happens. Yeah, I mean, anyways, yeah. I think we're through with every topic. I don't know. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and thank you, Gingy, thank you, Goldie, for participating.
No
You
problem.
guys go check out their channels. Thank you for taking your time. Check out the channel, subscribe if you like the content, leave a like and stuff like that. And yeah, and thank you again for joining. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you next time. I think we're out now.